Hi guys, it's Brittany from the Museums of Burlington, and I'm back again to talk more about Victorian life. So last time we talked, it was about makeup in the Victorian period, and you followed me through this amazing journey of putting makeup on, and it was great, right? So this time we're going to be talking about horseback riding, and you're probably wondering why horseback riding. It's kind of interesting things to say about the Ireland family with horses, and one is about John Ireland. So John Ireland was the first family member to be born in Ireland House in 1839. And so later on, though, in 1886, he was actually the president of, hold on, it's a long name. He is president of the Township of Nelson Association for the Apprehension and Conviction of Horse Thieves. I want to say that once. The other person that we're going to talk about is also Lucy Marie Ireland. So she was one of the last descendants to live in the house. And she was born in 1923, and she was known for being really into music, really into animals. She would help her father George around the farm when she was young, and also too she was known to be a really successful and accomplished horseback rider. So pretty much horseback riding for women in this time period was very difficult. Women had dresses, of course. That's the biggest thing. Would have been very difficult for them to go horseback riding because of their big skirts. The skirts were huge. They got in the way. They were super awkward and long. It was hard to, ride astride, which is pretty much where you have a leg on each side of the horse, which is why a lot of women did side saddle. So side saddles where you literally have both legs on the one side. This is my one leg here, and this is the other. So anyways, you would have legs on both sides. The skirt would gracefully just kind of drape over the horse. It was very feminine, very pretty, and it looked amazing, and still does. But it wasn't always easy. And so as time went on, actually after the 16th century, or like around the middle of the 16th century, you start to see this evolution of women's clothing and women's fashion in horseback riding start to evolve. And so they start to kind of find different ways to still look feminine, and stick with fashion, however, accommodate the difficulties of riding horseback. So you start to see different uses. There was all kinds of different types of styles. And so also there was different roles in terms of going on dates. So yes, horseback riding and horses were an essential part of date life in this time period. So instead of going for a car ride with your beau or your lady, you would be going horseback riding together. The gentleman had to make sure that you had the shaded area if you wanted it for if it was really hot outside. It was really cool, the types of etiquette that they had out there. And one of them too was that a gentleman would help a lady get onto her saddle and then help to kind of smooth out her skirt and make sure that everything was all pretty and ready to go. So you start to also see things start to modernize. By the 1890s, you see the use of jodhpurs, which is a more common and traditional riding pant that we see even today. So that is essentially some information I wanted to share with you about horseback riding. Now, I didn't want to just share information with you. I wanted to share it all with you. So I also have some clips of me actually trying this all out. So I actually did put on Victorian clothes and tried to go horseback riding in a full skirt, which I've never done before. So keep checking things out and you'll see how that all went. Hope you enjoyed. How did they do this? Oh, 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 oh. There we go, like a lady. So obviously riding would have been very difficult in this time period. As you can see, it was not easy for a lady to put just on her skirt and get on a horse. And I'm not even wearing a Western saddle, and this is difficult. So, but as you can see, they would wear very long, very large dresses for many reasons. One of them, of course, would have been also you would want to have a big skirt so that it could accommodate your saddle, which mine is not gracefully going over my saddle like it could be. But now we know what it's like to be a Victorian woman horseback rider.